a pound cake. Not just any pound cake, a plantain pound cake. That's right, this one is gonna be nice. I'm Chef Winston and welcome to Floribbean Cuisine. Let's get baking. A plantain. Let's talk about a plantain. We are going to be doing a beautiful pound cake that consists of plantains. You know, I like to mix it up, mash it up, color outside the lines. So this plantain pound cake is going to be something special. Now, those of you who do not know what a plantain is, this is what a plantain looks like. They come in different stages. So you can see, these plantains got different stages like I was saying before. You notice they're green, and as they're ripe, they get a yellow color. And this is one that's really soft that we're gonna be making our pound cake with. So basically, when you look at a plantain, you can buy them two ways. They can be enjoyed either way. This particular way right here, right, when it's green, it's full of starches. That's right, it's full of starches. You can slice these really thin. This way you get your plantain chips. That starch crisp up, and it's a nice chip you can add with your salsas and your guacamole and all that good stuff. So as the plantain starts to ripen, it starts to look like this. It gets to begin yellow, and you start to see these black spots coming out of it. When you see these black spots coming out of it, that means the starch is turning into sugar and it's turning sweet. At this point, this way you can peel them, slice them, fry them. You could mash them. We're making a pound cake with them. This is when it's mostly sweet, when the black spots are started to appear on the outside skin. Plantains are known to be originated from Southeast Asia, and it made its way through the routes, the slave routes in Africa, the trade routes, and then eventually it made its way by Africans and Spanish people towards the Caribbean. So you will see these all throughout the Caribbean. You can basically get them from all over the world. You can go to the store, they're already sliced for you. All you gotta do, get them in the freezer, they're already sliced, and you can fry them. There's a lot of versatile ways, and on this show, I'm gonna show you guys multiple ways to use this plantain. But this one, we're gonna be doing a nice, I'm so excited, a nice plantain pound cake. So let's start up here with this. So first thing first, what we're gonna do that's gonna take a little bit of time first, we wanna start creating our batter, but the first thing is we're gonna start creaming the batter first. We're gonna start, the way we're gonna accomplish this creaming method, right? Basically, in baking, when you hear the word creaming, you're basically combining the fat, you're combining to create air. You're aerating your batter, so you can have a nice aerating of the batter, the sugar, and all that good stuff. In this case, we're putting some room temperature butter. Everything that I'm using, the eggs, my yogurt, you'll get, oh, that's a good little twist. You're gonna see this in a little bit. My eggs, my yogurt, my butter, they're not cold. They're all at room temperature. When you're baking, especially the cakes and stuff, you want to have all of the ingredients at room temperature. So what I'm gonna do, start creaming this. I've got a standing mixer right here. You can use a wooden spoon if you don't have a standing mixer, or you could use a handheld electric mixer. That'll work too. So this is gonna do most of my work for me, and of course, as a professional chef, as a caterer, as a home cook instructor, I got all the gadgets that I need to make my life a little easier, right? So here we go. So right now, what this is doing, this is basically the sugar and the butter. I'm trying to get this to a pale color. It's creaming, so this is gonna take a while, okay? So while that's blending, let's jump on to our plantains, okay? So, we're gonna be using some soft plantains. Let me get these in the back. We're gonna be using some soft, over-ripened plantains. These plantains here are very soft. So we're just gonna cut these up, peel these, and we're gonna blend these together. You can mash them, but of course I got a blender. We're gonna put this here in our blender. All right. Yes, my creaming process is looking really good. So the plantains, I'll be right back while I get these plantains here cooked, and I gotta scrape my butter down and sugar, then the creaming process. Like I said, this takes a while, so I'll be right back. So yes, I'm finished cutting up my plantains. We're gonna start blending this, but before I do that, let's stop and scrape down to see what this is looking really good. Take a look at this. Plantains are all ready to be blended up. We're gonna puree this. Like I said, you can use a wooden spoon to, not a wooden spoon, I'm sorry. You can get a masher if you like, if you don't have a blender, okay? I got all the cool gadgets, so I gotta make it nice. That's right. Okay, this is looking perfect. I just turned it off. Let's continue blending up our plantains. Yes, pop. Let it rip. Beautiful. All right, turn it out. The plantain is looking really good. Oh yes, that's what we're looking for. Take a look at this. That's looking yummy and smelling oh so good. Plantain pound cake. Tell a friend and tell another friend. Chef Winston no lost his damn mind because he's doing something. He's mashing up the pound cake. The pound cake gonna be nice. So let me get a little bit of my garbage out of the way here. So my wet ingredients, my creaming process has been the airiness that I'm looking for. This looking good. So what I'm gonna do next with this, I'm gonna set this on the side. We're gonna start adding our room temperature eggs. Now remember, the eggs are not cold, the butter was not cold. I'm gonna start cracking these, and we're gonna put them inside one at a time to start incorporating, okay? Cracking the eggs. So, continue adding these eggs. Basically, what is happening here, I'm emulsifying this batter to even further trap the air from being released. We're emulsifying this here by adding the eggs one at a time. We don't want to add them too fast, okay? As you notice, it's a process. The success for this is in the process. It's looking good. So this is looking really good, all incorporated. So now we're gonna get our dry ingredients together. What we're gonna do is this. I've got me a little sifter. You don't have to use a sifter, but by having a sifter, I'm gonna sift out my dry ingredients, the flour. I got my flour here. I'm gonna put my flour, turn it this way so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm putting this into my sifter. This plantain pound cake is gonna be nice! That's right. Okay, so I've got flour, I've got me salt, baking powder, I've got some baking soda. That's my dry ingredients. I'm just gonna sift this and combine this. Okay, I got everything a little more clean up, a little more organized. When you're baking, when you're cooking, you have to organize yourself. Your mise en place have to be in its place. Everything has to look nice. You want the food to taste nice? You gotta work nice, right? Follow me. So check this out. All my dry ingredients is all now put together. The creaming method is done. We're gonna add the dry and the wet together. But first, let me continue adding my wet ingredients to this to season this up a little bit more. Oh, it's looking good. Put this on the side. I'm gonna add some vanilla to this. I'm gonna also season this up with some fresh lime zest. That's right. This plantain pound cake is gonna be a winner. You're gonna like. This is looking really good. The smell is nice. Woo. Okay. So I'm gonna take my mashed plantains, put inside here. The plantain is nice and sweet. Okay. So I got that out of there. So I'm gonna add some yogurt to this and the flour. So at this stage, we're gonna alternate and add these two. I'm gonna put my paddle attachment on here, because what we wanna do, we wanna fold. We don't wanna over mix this, we wanna fold it though. So make this here at a slow speed. So I'm gonna add my flour mixture very slowly. Beautiful. I just add some flour and I'm gonna add some of my yogurt. What this yogurt is gonna do is gonna act as my milk. We're not using milk. However, the consistency of the yogurt and the flavor that it brings is gonna make it nice and smooth it out even better, okay? Continue adding some more flour. It's coming together, a nice, smooth cake batter. Plantain pound cake batter, that is. So you guys, take a look at this. It's looking really, really good. So yes, I scraped it down. We're gonna take this off and we're gonna start panning this up so we can start baking it. So, what we're gonna do, I've got a beautiful bunt pan. We're gonna flour it. Actually, we're gonna spray it, okay? This is a non-stick one, but I'm gonna reinforce it to make sure it doesn't stick to it. So we're gonna spray it. Okay, beautiful. So now we're gonna transfer this beautiful cake batter into this pan. Let me bring it down so you guys can see. Can you see it right there? We're gonna start doing it this here. Oh, look at this. Beautiful. Yes. Perfect. So now my oven is set at 375 degrees. I'm gonna tap this here to get any air bubbles out of it. And now we're gonna put this in the middle of the oven. It's at 375, but I'm gonna turn it down to 350. So what you wanna do, you do not want to open the oven. This is gonna take about a good 45, close to an hour. Let's give it about 50 minutes. We're gonna check it at 35. I'm not gonna check it. About 45 minutes, I'm gonna go back in there and take a quick peek inside, okay? I'll be right back. So I had some time to clean up. The cake been baking for about 35, 40 minutes. I'm gonna check it now. Looking good. This place, oh, look at this. It's raised very nicely. The place is smelling nice. So the way you're gonna check this here, right? Just by feeling it and looking at it, it looks like it's done too for me. So what you're gonna do, you can take something like a skewer, or this. What I'm using is a thin metal. I got this an internal thermometer, right? You go into the middle and pull it out. If it comes out clean, your cake is done, and this is actually done. Looking good. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put this on a rack to start cooling down. We're not gonna slice into it because we're gonna flip it over upside down, but I want it to cool for about 20, let's give it about 20 minutes to cool down, okay? I'll be right back. So this has been cooling for about 20 minutes. Still a little warm to the touch, but it's not super hot. So we're gonna unmold this. This is looking really good, my son. I'm excited about this plantain pound cake. Can't wait to taste it. So the way we're gonna unmold this, right? I'm just hitting the sides of this. It's been cooling on this rack underneath here. We could try it. Oh, well, hey, this is a non-stick pan. So the non-stick pan, along with the non-stick spray that I put on top of here, it's making it work nice. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a plate, put it upside down. Yes. Drum roll, come get closer on this here. Oh my goodness. This looking good. Woo, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful color. I love the way it looks. Love the way it smells. Now it's go time to see how it tastes. We're gonna cut this. Let's see what it's looking like. Ooh, like butter. Looking good. Plantain pound cake. I'm so excited. Take a look at this. Woo! Time to get my taste on. Can't wait to taste this. Get me a nice slice. Wow. I'm looking at this. So, if you can take a quick look at this, this has specks of plantains in there. When I was choosing my plantains, I had 3 plantains. 2 of them was very ripe. The other one was ripe, but not as ripe. So when I blend it, it still left a little bit of chunks behind. That's what we're seeing here. So we're gonna, oh, it's moist. Taste this. Ah. Woo-wee. Yo, another bite. Wow, I'm telling you, the puree bananas, but plantains that's in this, with my pound cake recipe, this right here is definitely a winner. You gotta give this a shot. Oh my goodness. When I get out the camera, I'm sitting there with a nice cup of bush tea to sip with this right here. Guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and please subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get the weekly recipes. Every single week, I'm coming at you with something fresh and new. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, cheers.